Hello and welcome back, culés. It has been a bittersweet past few days in Barcelona, but mostly it's a day with filled tensions. While the first team is on Prague for the Champions League match, two of our biggest names are staying behind for very different reasons. First, the situation with our young gem draw, our ex-gem draw, Pedro Fernandez, has reached a point of no return. I talked about that in the last video, but now I have some more information on the locker room drama. Also, the intervention of the captain and the multi-million euro battle between Deco and Paris Saint-Germain. But as one door closes, another one opens. With draw out of the picture, Hansi Flick has called up a hidden gem of the 2007 generation for the trip to Prague, who is Juan Hernandez. We have the full breakdown of the player who could be the next Fermin Lopez. Remember that we are pushing hard for the 1,000 subscribers milestone. We are getting closer and closer by the day. So if you love Barca and want the truth behind the headlines, hit that subscribe button right now and let's reach 1K together. Let's start with the most painful story of the week, the exit of Draw. It is official. The 18-year-old midfielder is leaving this January. The relationship between the player, Deco, and Hansi Flick has completely collapsed. The numbers are staggering. Like I mentioned in the last video, Draw played around 150 minutes this season. Flick hasn't shown him the path, and Deco offered to renew was more of a gesture than a contract. Now, the club is they try to do everything they can to get the player back in total shock. In this shock, imagine for a person like Hansi Flick, so cool, calm, and collected, to try to ban him from the training grounds entirely. But the captains of the team stepped in and ensured that he could at least train by himself. He has been training alone in Ciudad Esportiva until he finds out where he's going to go. Now, his agent, Ivan de la Peña, is finalizing the move. Barca wants a Dembele-style contract that they are demanding at least 10 million euros to avoid the 6 million release clause. It is a mess. It's been a mess with this player. Apparently, what I hear from different sources is that this decision was purely up to him. The family had no strong, input in this decision, and it's not like he comes from a low-income family. Like they need the money. I mean, listen, Johan Cruyff said it best. If you want to be in Barcelona, he says something along the lines like, if you want to be in Barcelona, you have to be in Barcelona. We don't want players who does not want to be here, and for good reason. But forget the drama. Let's talk about the future. We draw out of the dynamic. Hansi Flick has turned his eyes again to La Masia, to especially Juan Hernandez. This is his third call-up of the season, and this time he might actually debut. But who is he? While Lamine Yamal and Cubarsí are the stars of the 2007 generation, Juan is a silent worker. He's a technician, vertical, and incredible versatile playmaker. For Beletti's Barca's Athletic, he's been indispensable, starting 17 out of the 18 games, scoring 4 goals and providing 3 assists. Analysts say that describing him as a hybrid between a number 8, a number 10, and a number 11. He's lightning fast with the ball, glued to his feet. While he loves the ball, to be his feet rather than running into the spaces, he is the perfect fit for Hansi Flick's high pressure. Also, this vertical system. Could he be a surprise in the Champions League? Well, we'll watch and see. How crazy would it be that after Draw's exit, Juan Hernandez will start in the Champions League? I don't think it's going to happen, but he could very well play. Since we're talking about the Champions League, remember, we are currently 15 place with 10 points. And to get into the top 8 to skip the round of 32, the math is simple. We need 16 points. That means that winning tonight against Prague and on January 28th against Copenhagen is what we need to do. We are literally playing 2 finals. No excuses, no exceptions. Last season, Aston Villa made the cut with just exactly 16 points. Real Madrid with 15 had to go through the playoff and face Manchester City, and we definitely do not want any of that. But remember, here is the catch. It's not just about winning. We need goals. Our difference is currently a 3+, which is quite good, but we need to win big and secure this next 2 games. In this new format, every single goal is a tiebreaker that could save our season. And you know, to get those points, the team needs to survive the frozen hell. Prague is cold, guys. The Czech Republic, we're talking about -5 degrees Celsius during the match, but the thermostats of the Sensations is going to be registering -10 Celsius. Hansi Flick did something unusual this time. He changed the schedule. Usually the team trains at home and flies late. This time he ordered the flight early so the players could get, used to this Czech Republic cold. Slavia is used to playing in these Arctic conditions, but we are not. It is a massive physical test for our squad. Also remember that Joao Cancelo is not going to play on this match. On the UEFA rules, we cannot register him onto the knockout stages on February, sometimes in February. While Lamine Yamal is suspended and Ferran Torres is out for the next 10 days with a hamstring issue, Flick is relying on the kids. Hopefully, Julian Hernandez, we might see Dani Rodriguez and Joffre back on the mix. It's going to be a young squad, but we are definitely a hungry bunch. Oh, man. While the youth is rising, a legend is taking a breather. Yesterday morning, Marc-Andre ter Stegen showed up at Ciudad Esportiva not to train but to say goodbye. After 11 years, he hugged every single worker, any person who works on his physical therapy, the maintenance guy, every single one. Like I mentioned in the last episode, he's joining Girona on a loan to save his World Cup dreams. He chose Girona because it's only an hour away and allows him to be close to his family and keep that stable life. He's already spoke to Michel and passed the medical test, and we might see him starting against Getafe this very Monday. It's not an official final goodbye, but definitely an end to this chapter for this Barcelona team. And finally, I have a quick update on the summer. I mentioned something briefly last video, but Flick and Deco have a consensual plan. 3 world-class signings. Like I said, a natural number 9, a left-footed center back, and a top-tier winger. No more prospect. Like Eduardo from Palmeiras, the club wants a crack of a player who can perform from day one. It seems like the era of waiting for this young talent to emerge and become world-class players is over. It's been a lot of news here in Barcelona, but in Barcelona, from the sadness of Marc-Andre ter Stegen to the excitement of seeing new La Masia players being called up like Juan Hernandez, and they are finally getting their chance. The club definitely never sleeps here in anything Can Barca. But what do you think is Juan Hernandez? I mean, you guys probably don't know much of him, but if he the right replacement for Draw, and are you sad to see ter Stegen going to Girona? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and please, if you haven't hit the subscribe button right now, we are getting closer by the day to the 1,000 subscriber mark, and your support is what keeps this channel alive. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell, give us a like, and as always, Visca Barça!